we're making a nice cold dessert to beat this heat. We're making a Jello pudding cake. Welcome to Help at Home, your resource for great recipes and easy learning. I'm Jim Hightower. Today we are making a super classic recipe called the Jello pudding cake. And let me tell you, you're lucky, because if you don't have this recipe, it's a bleep to find. I scoured the internet and couldn't find it. Just happened to find it in my mother's little cook box. I'm trying out a new kitchen gadget today. It's called the Cookworks Super Slicer, something like that. Okay, wah, wah, wah. Don't buy this. Much better. To make our crust for the Jello pudding cake, 1 stick butter, 1 cup nuts, 1 cup flour, and just dump it in there. It's best to have your butter melted. Okay, toss those in there. And you know what? When you learn things, you can start making changes to recipes. And I'm gonna make one right now. I learned from Julia Child that pie crust should be wonderful and just as good as the dessert all on their own. And she puts 2 tablespoons of sugar in her pie crust, so why not put it in this? Mixing it in. You could use a mixer, but it's not worth having to clean it up. It's one of those thick, pushed together kind of things. I mean, you're gonna have to use your fingers in a minute anyway. You don't have to put the sugar in. I don't normally try new things when I'm live, but here we go. Well, not live, but okay. Here comes the fun part. You might want your children to do this if you don't want to get your hands dirty. But, like I say, you just mash it in there, and it just takes a quick minute. This is a 9x13 dish. Alright, there it is. Now, you just pop this in the 350 degree oven for 20 minutes. I want to tell you, this crust is so good that my family has made it a personal favorite. And we make a lot of other desserts with it too, and it's so easy. I want to talk about cooling racks very quickly. You didn't ask for this, but I'm giving it to you. Don't get these dinky Wilton cooling racks with these stupid floppy legs, because they're a pain in the rear and you're always having to grab them. And here's the only trick that they have up their sleeve. If you open these stupid legs up, you can fill this up with cookies, then they'll stack on top of each other. And if you put the puzzle together correctly, and there's even one more, but anyway, they're not all that rugged anyway. So I just keep them because I need more cooling racks, but really, you can have them. What you do, get one of these cooling racks that has the crisscross design, no legs, just little feet. Put your stuff on there, perfect results every time. Okay, rant over. Let's get ready to do part of our filling. While I'm at it, I'm going to read off ingredients. So for the crust, that was 1 stick of butter, 1 cup chopped pecans, and 1 cup flour. Unless you're allergic to nuts and you leave them out. I also added 2 tablespoons sugar. You can leave that out too. Then, for the bottom layer, you will need 1 cup of Cool Whip and 1 cup of powdered sugar and 1 package of softened cream cheese. You mix that up and spread it in the bottom of the cooled dessert crust, because if you put it in now, it'll melt it. It might even go bad. All right, it's been about 20 minutes, maybe 30. Our crust is cool. Our powdered sugar the good thing about a KitchenAid hand mixer and the stand mixer is that they have slow speeds, which regular ones do not. See, that's going to start up, and I just hope the fur doesn't fly, and it probably will. Here's our 1 cup of Cool Whip to go in here. That will help it be a little more moist. Just get it nice and fluffy. If it has lumps in it, then your cream cheese is too cold. I want you to see how easy. You take your spatula, it goes right on top. Although it's a somewhat fluffy mixture, it's a little heavy. It'll take you just a second and you spread it out. You test it. Ooh, that's gonna be good. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's a multi-layer dessert. So if it doesn't completely cover up all the corners, who's gonna see? You need your small package of vanilla pudding, small package of chocolate pudding. We'll need 4 cups of milk. Pour the milk in. And let it mix for a second so that you don't have powder flying everywhere. Oh, okay, I just broke my own rule. And it went. I think the whisk is probably better for this. The whisk incorporates a lot of air, which makes things fluffy, and it won't splash out as much. There we go. Then you'll need your Happy Face spatula. Scrape the sides, make sure that there's no lumps of pudding powder. We're done. We have our 1 layer on there. Then you just pour that right on top. If you've never had this, you won't believe how good a pudding cake is, because it's pudding, right? Smooth it out. The last step, top it with Cool Whip. What's left, I personally think it would be a good idea to let it set up a little before you try to spread stuff on it, but I'll see. Mix the vanilla and chocolate pudding and spread over the cream cheese mixture. Spread rest of Cool Whip on top. It does not say to wait. We're about to learn together. Here we go. Yeah, as I figured, it's gonna get a little bit of pudding on it. People will just know what's coming. Or they'll say, ooh, chocolate Cool Whip. What could be better? Just because it's not white as snow doesn't mean you're gonna get all upset. You've got one more thing to do. You grate 1 Hershey Bar on top. Now, I was at the dollar store, which depending on where you are, you may not have one. And all they had were these large candy bars. You need a small grater. You get your small grater holes there, and you just grate it all over the top. And people will be like, I didn't know that you were such a chef. And that's it. You grate as much or as little on there as you want, and that's goodness. Just chill it for about, I don't know, 2 to 4 hours. You want it nice and ice cold, but don't freeze it. If you make this dessert and test it on your family, be sure and drop me a line in the comments below. I'd love to hear what they think about it and what you think about it. It's sure to be a new family favorite. And if you've had it before and forgot about it, you'll be overjoyed to find it again and reacquaint yourself. If you like this dessert idea, and after tasting it, why wouldn't you? Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with your friends. Click the bell in the top right-hand corner for notifications of new videos. I'm Jim Hightower, and remember, everyone needs help to stay cool on a hot day, even me. Thanks for watching.